everyone, and welcome to another What's Wrong with Wrestling Top 10 edition. I'm everyone's third favorite podcast host, Eric Hamilton, and if you listen to the show, you know it's no secret, I'm a huge Kurt Angle fan. You know why? Because he did it all with a broken freaking neck. That's right, your Olympic hero, Mr. Intelligence, Integrity, and Intensity himself, has given some top-notch performances in his career. So here's my top 10 favorite Kurt Angle matches of all time. Number 10, Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit versus Edge and Rey Mysterio. At No Mercy 2002, there was a tag team tournament to determine who would be the inaugural SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Often there was pretty good rivalries between Angle and Benoit, but they united for this match so that they could capture tag team gold. Probably one of the best tag tournaments in SmackDown history, if not WWE history. The finals were a hard-fought battle with the faces in the match, who were Edge and Rey Mysterio, having an answer for almost everything that Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit threw at them. But at the end of the match, it was Kurt Angle and Benoit who raised their hands in victory and became the inaugural SmackDown Tag Team Champs. Number 9, Kurt Angle versus John Cena, SmackDown, June 2002. John Cena's debut match was against Kurt Angle. It was actually a pretty halfway decent match because this was before John Cena figured out the 5 moves of doom. Now Kurt Angle ended up getting the victory in this, but this actually set the tone of the new SmackDown brand as the Ruthless Aggression era. Number 8, Kurt Angle versus Eddie Guerrero, WrestleMania 20. Kurt and Eddie actually had really good ring chemistry. The finish saw Angle go for the ankle lock, and Eddie Guerrero had loosened his boot, so he was able to roll right out of it and get the win over Kurt Angle. At the end of the show, of course, we see Eddie and Chris Benoit celebrate at the end as they had both reached the company's highest milestones. Number 7, Kurt Angle versus Stone Cold Steve Austin for the WWF Championship, SummerSlam 2001. So in March of 2001, we all saw Shane McMahon buy out WCW. And the main defector from WWE was Stone Cold Steve Austin, who left with the title. So Kurt Angle, being a true American hero that he is, decided he was going to take it upon himself to win that title back. And he came up short. But not without delivering a fantastic match. Personally, I think it was one of Stone Cold's best because Kurt Angle really pushed him to the limit. Even though he wasn't able to win the title, it was a very memorable feud. Number 6, Kurt Angle versus The Rock for the WWF Championship, No Mercy 2000. Now, I really like this match, has a place in my heart, because technically Kurt Angle was still in his debut year, and by the end of the match, he had bested The Rock and was able to walk out with the WWE title. In fact, he was so happy about it, on the entrance ramp, he got on his knees and started crying. Some people may say, it's scripted. No, those are feels. Number 5, Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar, Iron Man match, SmackDown, September 2003. So everyone seems to always remember WrestleMania 19, Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. Basically because Brock Lesnar almost killed himself doing a shooting star press. But a lot of people don't remember that the feud continued well into the year because they were the top 2 guys on SmackDown. So in September of 2003, they decided they were going to have an Iron Man match. And let me tell you, an Iron Man match on a 2-hour show, you really got to bring your A game, and that they did. And I mean, nobody actually almost killed themselves, so I think it was a pretty good day on that one. Number 4, Kurt Angle versus The Undertaker, the World Heavyweight Championship, No Way Out 2006. This actually probably should have been the SmackDown title match of that WrestleMania that year. Instead, they went with Rey Mysterio and Orton and Angle in a triple threat match. But this match really could have held its own. Lots of near pinfalls, kickouts, but we ultimately saw Kurt Angle get the win over The Undertaker because outside of WrestleMania, he has a pretty shitty record. Number 3, Kurt Angle versus The Heartbreak Kid, WrestleMania 21. So this was an epic meeting of 2 of the top guys in the company at the time. Of course, Mr. WrestleMania did submit, but not without a good fight. and another classic WrestleMania moment. Number 2, Kurt Angle versus Shane McMahon, King of the Ring, 2001. This time, Kurt Angle decided to take upon himself to personally kick Shane O'Mac's ass all over the ring. Most people know this famous scene of Shane going through the glass. You've probably seen the highlights where he immediately goes through, but it took 2 tries on each pane of glass to get him through. And of course, the finish would see Kurt Angle delivering an angle slam off the top rope, off of a piece of plywood. But another classic Kurt Angle match, and another one I'm happy I got to watch. Number 1, Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit, Royal Rumble 2003 for the WWE title. This match is probably one of the all-time greatest ever. In fact, it will probably be on a future top 10 all-time greatest match. Hint, hint. The first 10 minutes were a straight wrestling shoot match. Technically sound, technically perfection. I really think it was better than the Royal Rumble that year. Instant classic. Personally, the guys were chemistry in the ring was beautiful. So there you have it. Those are my top 10 all-time favorite Kurt Angle matches. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for all upcoming top 10 videos. Make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling. You can also follow me on Twitter at Eric What's Wrong and on Instagram at E4Awesome. Until next time, always remember, it's true, it's damn true.